If you are struggling to get clients for your agency, I am going to show you the most powerful weapon that agencies are using to close $20,000 contracts with leads that have no idea who they are within 24 hours. The strategy is called pain harvesting, and it involves using ChatGPT combined with this secret weapon. And Otter PR used this one tactic that I'm about to show you to go from barely $25,000 a month to now doing $600,000 per month in revenue, all with this one tool, one tactic. Now, in a minute, I'm going to share my screen and show you exactly how to do this. If you're an agency owner, then this video is going to turn you from an amateur fisherman who uses sticks for bait into a commercial fishing boat that scoops up thousands of tuna with giant nets in minutes. So let's talk about your marketing now and why it's not working. Now, you're probably running ads on social media, trying to generate awareness from an audience that you built that you think maybe could be a good fit for your offer, but you're not sure. This probably is costing you a lot of money, and most of the leads aren't going to be qualified, and they're definitely not going to be ready to buy right now. You may also be doing cold email outreach to a list of prospects that you built using Apollo or another lead database, and these leads might be qualified, but you don't really know if they need what it is that you're selling. Does this sound familiar? If so, hit that like button right now. Now, these methods of generating agency leads are fine, and they do work. In fact, I do them myself in my own company, but they all have one fatal flaw, and that is you have no idea if the people that you're reaching out to actually need your service right now. Well, imagine if you had an unlimited list of business owners that are in pain right now and need help. And imagine you knew exactly where their pain is and the exact intensity of their pain. You were able to contact these business owners at scale with the exact details of their pain and a specific plan on how to fix it, all personalized using AI. Sound interesting? Here's how it works. It all starts with identifying who you're going to serve and the pain point that you're going to fix. That could be designing websites for companies that don't have an active website or it's not properly optimized. It could be helping companies generate reviews or fix a negative reputation. But how do you find these businesses that don't have social media accounts or don't have websites or have negative reviews? How do you do that at scale? Usually when you're doing your outreach and your marketing, you're just hoping that one of the people that you're reaching out to is in fact in some sort of pain. I'm going to show you how to find leads that are in pain right now and need your specific help. So first, the secret weapon. I'm going to share my screen. Take a look. The tool is called Lead Swift. And if you're not already familiar with it, that's okay. Most people aren't. It is a rare gem that agency owners are using to generate a lot of money in revenue. So it starts very affordably, only $40 per month. I'm not trying to sell you some high-ticket software. I have no affiliation with them. But let's look inside. What does Lead Swift actually do? Well, I get 5 searches per day on my Pro plan, and each of those searches will generate a list of leads that have specific pain points. Let me show you how it works. So I'm going to add a search campaign right now. Now let's say that I help plastic surgeons in Miami with reputation management. You can copy and paste any offer and any audience and any niche into this system and it will work just the same. Now ideally, you serve somebody that can afford your services and actually are in pain that you can actually go help. So if you're a plastic surgeon and you have a 3-star rating on Google, that's pain. I can come in and fix it and improve your business model overnight. And the good news is I can do it relatively quickly. So let's go ahead into title and type in plastic surgeon. Description, plastic surgeons with low Google rating. And I'm going to submit and it's going to run this search for me. So let's click into this search and then enter a keyword to actually search for. We're going to use the keyword plastic surgeon. And like I said, we're going to serve people in Miami, Florida. So now that we have the keyword and the location, I'm going to go ahead and search. Now this is going to scrape plastic surgeons from Google, from Yelp, and from all of the other databases, and it's going to accumulate all of the data points that you're going to need to sell them services. It's going to gather data on their website, on their reviews, on the quantity and quality of their reviews, on their social media. And I'm going to show you just how powerful this is and what your filtering options are in just a minute. Let's look at my previous search, dermatologists in Tampa with 1,500 leads. I'm going to click into that search and I'm going to see what my options are that are available to me. So you're going to see a lot of options here. I'm going to show you exactly how to use this page. So we're going to come into the filter, we're going to show 100, and then here is where you can modify what you are looking to solve for somebody. So look at all of the options available to you as an agency or a B2B service provider. So if you sell website services, you can determine if their website is working or not, if their website has a title, if it's configured properly. You can see if they're on WordPress, Facebook, LinkedIn. Do they have these social media accounts? Do they have an Instagram account? I can click No Instagram if I am selling Instagram services, and now I can go sell that person Instagram services. If I'm selling YouTube services, I can determine whether or not they have a YouTube and only prospect to people who have a YouTube. If I want to reach out to these companies by email, I can make sure that they have an email address when I'm filtering. If I want to reach out to them by phone only, all of these contacts have a phone listed. If I want to sell them Facebook ad services, I can determine whether or not they are running Facebook ads. Same thing with Google ads. A lot of ad agencies are reaching out to people that need help, and they don't actually know if they're in pain right now. If you're an ad agency, this tool alone is going to make you unbelievable amounts of money. Now that's just one example. Let's scroll down and actually look what else we can do. We can filter by company size, and we can filter by reviews and rankings. So in the example I was just giving you, I wanted to help people with low Google ratings. So Google rating is less than or equal to 3, and they have an email address. Let's go ahead and add this filter now to see what we get. Now it shows me only the companies that have a Google rating of 3 or less. And there are hundreds of companies in here that don't have any Google ratings or have very low ones that need our help right now. Companies that we can fix their pain in a very short amount of time. And depending on what you're looking for here, there's a lot of cool things to do. For example, if you want to exclude closed locations, which I do recommend doing because you do not want to reach out to people who are out of business, you can enable merge duplicates. So if there's multiple contacts or they have multiple offices in Miami, you're not reaching out to each office's phone number. And within this filtering tab, you can do a lot of really cool stuff. For example, if they're new, if they're open, if you've contacted them yet. But for example, new businesses need a lot more help. It might be worth hitting up only new businesses. You can determine where you found their contact. So for example, if you found them on Yelp, you can reach out to them with messaging specific to Yelp or Bing or Google. These are specifics that a lot of companies are not using in their cold email outreach. Now you have a couple options from LeadSwift on how you want to handle your data. You don't need any other tools if you want to use LeadSwift. We do use a couple other tools, and I'll show you what I do in just a second, but I want to walk you through some of the other capabilities within LeadSwift. It really is kind of an all-in-one. So within the outreach section, you can actually create your own sequences so that you can send drip emails to these people directly within LeadSwift without having to export the data and clean the data and build sequences somewhere else like Instantly. You can do it all within here. Now, I do want to preface that piece of advice with the sequences aspect of LeadSwift is not the best. They don't have the ability to run split tests. There's a lot of things that you cannot do within LeadSwift that you can do within Instantly. So what I like to do is I like to find the leads that I want to contact, export that into a sheet, clean that data, import it into Instantly so that I can run my ChatGPT prompts that I'll be showing you in just a second. But if you want to save some money and just use LeadSwift, you can contact people right in here. You can link your emails, an unlimited number of sender emails, and send all of those emails on autopilot all within this platform. Now to link your emails and configure your email settings, you'll come in to Outreach and Settings, and you can set all of your parameters here, such as where you want to receive notifications, adding your default unsubscribe and tracking link, which I definitely recommend that you do. And if you don't know how to do that, make sure that you watch my video on email deliverability and DNS linked down in the description. If you're sending emails within LeadSwift, you need to make sure that you clean them before adding them to a sequence. Within this platform, you have the ability to add email verification APIs. They all work the same. They're all relatively comparable in price, but this allows you to never have the data leave LeadSwift. You can just keep it in here, clean it, and start sending. You can also use Hunter.io's API. For example, all of those businesses and websites that we just found in this database, not all of them necessarily have an email address attached. So you're going to want to get some email addresses. Hunter.io will help you do that. So if you are going to keep your data in LeadSwift, I do recommend using Hunter.io and one of these email verification services. Out of the ones that I see here, NeverBounce is the one I would recommend. So now you can link unlimited email sending accounts so that you can start sending within LeadSwift. You do have to use an SMTP connection, so if you're unfamiliar with how that works, again, please watch my DNS setup video. You can connect them like this, whether you have a Google mailbox, an Outlook mailbox, or a private SMTP mailbox, which is what you see here. So now when I'm ready to actually start sending to this data, I can click on those three dots in the campaign. I can verify the emails, or I can add them to that email sequence. All right, now let's go ahead and download this data. I clicked the export link. I'm going to a CSV, and then you can download that file. So what do you do with the file once you actually download it? Let's see what it looks like first. So we've got some good information here. We've got the company name, we've got their websites, their phone numbers so that we can actually call these people, which is important, their emails, and then most importantly, their Google ratings and reviews, which is essentially what we're going to use in our campaign. Now, the first thing that you should do once you get this data out of here is clean it. So we use a tool called Million Verifier to clean all of our data. Now, you can do this within LeadSwift using those API keys. It really doesn't matter where you clean your data, but it matters that you clean your data. So go ahead and clean your data wherever that might be. And once it's clean, download it. And we're going to upload that into Instantly, which is where we're going to send our cold emails. You're going to use Instantly, one, because it's the best sending platform, and this is an area you do not want to skimp on money to save a few bucks, because this is too important. It needs to work. If these emails don't go out the right way, then the whole thing breaks and stops working. All right, so you're going to build a new campaign within Instantly. I'm also going to show you how to use the AI function within Instantly to get reply rates and opportunity rates that look like this. Okay, so we're going to create a new campaign. This one is going to be the plastic surgeon's test. And we're going to go ahead and click add leads. And this is where you're going to upload your CSV file. Now make sure to go through each of these labels and designate them correctly. Most importantly here, you want to make sure that you import your Google ratings and your Google reviews. Once you're done, go ahead and click Upload All down at the bottom, and voila, your leads are going to be inside of your campaign, just like this. Now let's show you some magic. How do you use ChatGPT to hyper-personalize your emails and 10x your results? Well, Instantly built in this genius AI function. Once you've got your leads in here, you see this little blue brain at the top right of this screen? Go ahead and click on that, and this is your AI prompts. This allows you to run prompts that other people have written, or you can write your own here, on all of your leads at the same time using ChatGPT. So it literally saves 1,000 steps in the workflow if you want to hyper-personalize. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do in here, including generating unique opening sentences, compliments for the company, finding their competitor. Look at that one. That is written by me. Who is that handsome guy? Jay Feldman. You can find their pain point in the industry, also written by yours truly. But anyways, for this one, because it's a little bit unique, this is plastic surgeons' offices in Miami. I'm going to go ahead and write my own template, which I already did here. This template's going to find a local competitor in a plastic surgery clinic, and it's going to output only that competitor's name. Chances are, if the person receiving the email knows who that competitor is, then they're highly likely to open that email and take it seriously, because they're going to think that that email was hyper-personalized by a person just for them. So let's go ahead and generate a test output once you're done, and we've got a nice test result. So then if you want to run your own prompt like this one, you can just click Generate for all leads. Now within minutes, you will see a new column with competitors that rival the company that you're contacting. This is going to get their attention. It's going to get them to open it and to take this seriously. Then you'll generate a sequence within Instantly. This is the series of emails that that company will receive after you've uploaded it and started your campaign. I'm not going to walk through how to set up a sequence and write your sequence. The core of it is you're going to be able to use their Google rating into the sequence, and you're going to be able to use this custom plastic surgery variable within the sequence. And you're going to want to use those things in the subject line or in the first sentence of your email. This is called the preview text. This is going to just about guarantee that that person opens the email, takes it seriously, and responds to it. I recommend at least a 3-step sequence to maximize the chance that this actually gets through to the person that you're contacting. Now, for a full tutorial of how to use Instantly.ai, I have a video that I did about all of the new features in 2024. It's going to be linked down in the description. So if you don't know how to use Instantly.ai, go watch it so you can see just how much amazing stuff that you can do. Now, the real gold in this video isn't where to go find leads and how to contact them in Instantly. It's how to identify people that are having a lot of pain right now that you can reach out to when they're in the max of their pain and you're calling out their pain. You have a rating of 3 on Google. You have 0 reviews. Your competitor is doing better than you and their clients are going to them because of that. We can fix your problem in 30 days or less, guaranteed. Imagine you getting that outreach. The chances of you opening it, responding to it, and wanting to pay right now to sign up for services are highly likely because you're suffering, your business is suffering right now, and you're offering them an actual solution. And you're doing it in a way that is so personalized. How could it not be for that person? And if you want to save a few bucks, you can use LeadSwift and all of the features all in-house. The sending, the verifying, the finding, all of that can be done within LeadSwift. But how I recommend that you use this is you use LeadSwift to find the emails that you want. You export them and clean them with whatever platform you desire, whether it's Million Verifier or Everclean or NeverBounce. All of those things are just fine. Import that data into Instantly, the #1 sending platform. Do not risk this with a second-tier sending platform. Use Instantly. Run an AI prompt so that you can hyper-personalize the first line or subject line of the email to maximize opens and maximize replies. Then you're going to watch your company close so many deals within 24 hours that you're going to hate yourself for not knowing about this sooner. Now, one other thing that I want to mention about LeadSwift, and if you're selling websites, if you're a web design agency, this could change your life. So within LeadSwift, you can identify businesses that don't have a website or need help with a website, and then you can generate a website for them on autopilot with almost no work and no design skills with their websites tab. Now, I will admit, this is not the most advanced feature yet, and there are other AI website generators that are currently better than LeadSwift for generating websites. But if you're a web agency and you want to identify companies that don't have websites or need help with a website, reach out to them and build them a website. You can do all of that without ever leaving LeadSwift. That is a pretty cool thing. This is a game-changing tool and a game-changing strategy, and I hope it changes the way that you think about your marketing and your outreach. Now, I do want to give you a free trial to LeadSwift. If you're not already using this platform, please use my link down in the description so you can go get signed up, play with it, do a free search, and actually try this tactic for yourself. Set up one of these campaigns and see the results of it. I bet you're going to be blown away at how fast they respond and how eager they are to solve their pain point. Almost nobody knows about this tool, knows about this tactic. Almost nobody is using it. So I hope that you actually take action on this and use this tool. Try it out. I bet it's going to work and it's going to make you a lot of money. If you found value here, you'll like this video and subscribe so that you don't miss more tools and more updates and more tactics that actually work. I'm only giving you my best. Subscribe now, hit that bell notification. Peace out.